Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So let's quickly analyze gold USD. But before we continue, before we start guys, let's appreciate the giver of life. Like I said, do not wait for miracles to happen. The greatest miracle guys is life itself. Being alive right now to analyze the market is a miracle. So I thank God for the giver of life. So let's get started, guys. So last week was fantastic week. Last week was a fantastic week. We had a lot of winning trade, massive win last week. So and I believe this week also is gonna be great, guys. So this is our last trade last week. And if you have been following me on my Telegram channel and also my free Zoom within the week, you will know that I also predict that we're going to sell when gold finally comes to this zone. This is like a Quasimodo continuation. So, and market plays accordingly, and also within this zone here, when the market was moving from this point to this point here, we had a lot of about three to two opportunities before we finally sell on Friday. So what are we going to be looking at coming up next week, which is tomorrow, on gold? So as we always do, as I always do, I like to do my top-down analysis because my mentor said multi-time frame analysis is key to every setup, right? Which is Nora Karim. So let's start our analysis from the monthly time frame. So this is the monthly time frame, guys. So if you look at the monthly time frame, like I said in my previous analysis, that gold has been rejecting or reacting. We have been having a kind of multiple rejections on the upper zone of sensitivity. Like I said, gold move from zone to zone, right? So when gold touched the upper zone of sensitivity, the last 3-month candle, there was a selling pressure, there was a rejection back down bearish. The last month candle, also market pull back to this zone of sensitivity. There was the same selling pressure, and the market closed with a rejection. Last one candle closed with a rejection, right? And then this current one candle also, market has been able to push up to this level, and we also experience a selling pressure, although there was we were more bullish on gold last week than bearish, right? But then we are seeing a lot of selling pressure from that Friday that we, from the setup that we found on H4 time frame. So here we are seeing a lot of pressure. So if gold is to drop, like we're expecting, personally, I'm expecting gold to start a retracement. So if gold is to retrace from the monthly time frame, we'll be targeting this point here because gold move from zone to zone, right? Gold may likely to come here before another bullish movement. So, but that is futuristic, right? So this is the only information we can see. We can see that we are having multiple rejections here from the upper zone of sensitivity. So let's go to the weekly zone. From the weekly zone also, like I said before, we have been having we see this reversal pattern, more like an M pattern. This is extended M, and I said in my previous analysis that when gold break close, if a weekly candle close below this neckline, definitely gold is going to drop, right? But this is where gold reject, because it is also where where there is this neckline is also weekly zone of sensitivity. So in a zone of sensitivity, two things can happen. Either market can reject from that zone, or market will break out from the zone, right? So from what we see here, market reject from the zone. Last 2-week candle, market closed with a bullish engulfing. I think I didn't drop analysis on last week. So market closed with a bullish engulfing. That was the reason we were bullish last week, right? We were bullish buying up to this point, right? So market failed to close below the neckline, rather market closed with this engulfing candle. So it was more reason we were buying or we bought gold throughout last week, right? So now, and then gold push, like I said, that gold is going to push all the way, maybe to somewhere here to kind of give us a head and shoulder before finally drop back down. All right, but then go and push to this point there, and then we started seeing a selling pressure, but things are not actually clear here on weekly time frame, but we are seeing a reversal setup from the rejection, multiple rejection from the monthly, and on the weekly, we are seeing a kind of a reversal setup here. So this is not a kind of fantastic five setup we used to know. Like I said, we have to be dynamic. There are other reversal patterns that market like to use apart from Quasimodo reversal, blind spot, or manipulation entry formula. All right, so guys, now we have a rejection here, and then I think let's go to the daily time frame to be able to spot it. But I think that gold might likely to come down, back down, right? So, but let's go to the daily time frame to see things clearly. So on the daily time frame, also the daily time frame falls, the weekly zone of sensitivity, lower zone of sensitivity, also fall at the same point with the daily zone of sensitivity. And it was this point that market, we had a rejection, and we started looking for buying opportunity, right? Based on bullish engulfing, that engulfing candle that closed on weekly, and also market rejecting from the zone of sensitivity. But then what are we going to look out for? I think we have to delete this one. Let's clear out this one. We have already make money from that setup. So what can we see here? So within this point here, right, I can see that it is a substructure. It is a substructure. This is a low here. This is a high. This is a lower high. This is a lower low. That's market rejecting. Market from a lower low at the weekly zone of sensitivity, right? And then market push, and then rejected here, and then this market closed with a bearish engulfing candle last week. Okay, we have a bearish engulfing candle on Friday on daily time frame. So if you look at the substructure, it's giving us characteristics of a downtrend, right? So I was expecting gold to move, maybe to take out this high, and then give us reason to continue to look for a more buying opportunity coming up this week. But no, what rather the market, we also found a Quasimodo continuation on the H4 time frame. I'm going to show you guys. So rather, the market got rejection from the Quasimodo H4 and then closed with a bearish engulfing. So this market may be coming back to this zone. So we are going to be more bearish coming up tomorrow than bullish. So we're going to be looking for selling opportunity back to this zone. So the market may come back to this zone and then finally reject up, finally started going back bullish, or the market can come to this zone of sensitivity. Like I said, two things can happen when market comes to the zone of sensitivity: is either the market reject or the market break. If the market break this zone of sensitivity, definitely we are going to be looking for more selling all the way to this zone. But that is futuristic. What we are looking at now is that we are going to be looking for selling opportunity till we get to this zone, right? So because of what? Because of this substructure is giving us a kind of bearish structure, right? Also, this candle closed as a bearish engulfing candle. But let's go to the H4 time frame to see things clearly. So from the H4 time frame, you can clearly see that it is a clear market, a clear downtrend on the H4 time frame. How is it a downtrend? So let me show you. This is the high. This is the obvious low here. This is the high. This is the low. This is the higher and the lower high. And then this is the lower low here that was formed from the weekly zone of sensitivity. So if the market push up and clear this high here, this is clearly showing that we are going to continue to look for bullish opportunity. but because it is still giving us a kind of a downtrend, the reason why we're using buying, in fact, all the buying opportunity within this range, we were just taking advantage of the substructure. This is the swing, this is the swing structure, this is the swing high, this is the swing low here, swing low, swing high, swing low, right? So if the market went all the way to take out this, it is purely a confirmation we are going bullish, right? But based on this structure, it was still a downtrend, but this movement is what we call the substructure. So we had a lot of fantastic five, a lot of opportunity here. And then also we found this setup here. We found this setup here, this Quasimodo. Yeah, there was a Quasimodo here. So our target was to, in my last analysis on my Zoom, on my Telegram channel, my Zoom session, I said that we are going to be looking for more buying opportunity until when the market gets here, then we say, and the market acted according to prediction, right? So now what are we going to be looking for this week is the purpose of today's analysis, right? So now gold has come here to this point, respect that Quasimodo, respect the Quasimodo continuation, and then we sell here. So look at this momentum that is going down. So for me, we want to be going bearish because I think gold is continuing to go down bearish all the way to this point. So in this wise, we are going to be looking for fantastic five and other entering techniques in a lower time frame to be able to sell gold all the way to this point. When the market get to this point here, we wait to see if there is going to be a rejection, confirmation of rejection, or the market is going to break this zone and then give us bullish opportunity. But no, whatever happened, market move from zone to zone. So each time the market get into a zone of sensitivity, we'll wait and see the reaction. If the market is rejecting to go back bullish, when the market comes here, if the market wants to go, I think the market will have more energy to take out this high and then to continue going up. But if the market break this weekly zone of sensitivity, then we'll be having enough reasons to keep selling, right? But whatever happens, we goes with the market. So now our expectation coming up tomorrow is that we are going to be looking for what? We are going to be more looking for selling opportunity to go down bearish. But how are we going to catch this selling opportunity, right? So let's go to the, this is the H4 time frame, right? So now let's go to the lower time frame to see if we can find any opportunity, because I'm expecting gold to, after this massive move, I'm expecting gold to retrace to continue moving until we get to this zone where we can have a buy momentum, or market can break this zone and keep giving us reasons to sell. All right. So now let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Also, if you look at 1 hour time frame, let me remove this one. If you look at 1 hour time frame, guys, if you haven't joined my Telegram channel, you better join for you to learn, because my Telegram channel, you will learn a lot. Also, there are materials there that you can learn, you can read and understand price action, right? So this trade, I closed this trade with a 10% risk to reward. So it was massive on Friday. So guys, now that we say we want to be buying, this is 1 hour time frame. We want to be, we want to look for a bearish opportunity. We're expecting gold to continue drop all the way to this point. But remember, gold cannot just keep moving down to this point. Like, this is impulse. Definitely there's going to be correction before the market can move back down bearish, right? So this is when where we are going to capitalize. So if you look at this, I can actually see a Quasimodo here. I can see a Quasimodo here. This is a Quasimodo. High is a Quasimodo. Also, this is a low. This is a high. This is a higher high from that H4 Quasimodo. Yeah, the right shoulder of the QMC on H4, and this is a lower low. So the market comes tomorrow, the market can retrace back to this zone, and then we sell. If the market comes back to this zone, we are going to wait for entering confirmation for us to sell back down bearish, right? So now in this wise, also, like I said, market move from zone to zone. So we are going to mark this point here. Let's go back to the H4 time frame. If you go to H4 time frame, you can see also this zone of sensitivity here. So this zone of sensitivity here. So let me put it correctly. So let's go back to, yeah. So I'm expecting gold coming up this week to move all the way to this point. Other gold is going to reject here like this. But remember, our goal respect fantastic five. Definitely, we are going to have the market is going to move all the way to this point where we're going to look for entering to sell back down bearish. So this is the point where we want to buy. So if the market comes here, we are having more confidence to sell at this point than this point here, right? So we are having a lot of confidence when market retraces back to this point, this Quasimodo, right? Why are we going to sell from this? Why am I having more confidence on selling from this point, from this Quasimodo? Is because of what the confirmation. This is the H1 Quasimodo. So we are going to look for confirmation on H4. So now H4, we can see this one as a momentum candle. But let's go to the daily. You move 2 time frame higher to look for your confirmation. Don't forget that, right? So from the daily time frame, based on what we can see here, this is a bearish engulfing. So this bearish engulfing becomes a confirmation of that Quasimodo on H1 time frame. So that when market comes retrace back to that point, we'll be having a lot of confidence. Once the entering confirmation present, we will sell all the way down, but we can measure our risk to reward ratio. We may not hold the trade to this point. If we can measure 1:4, is good enough. But also you can hold your trade all the way to back to this zone here before anything can happen, before we can start experiencing another move back up, right? And also with this substructure, characteristics of a downtrend within the substructure, and also from the H4 time frame, you can also see that, okay, let's mark. You can also see the market structure wise is a, let me mark, yeah, this is the QMC. Okay, so let's change color. So we can connect, this was the QMC, so we can connect our trend line like this, but it is no longer needed because that QMC has already activated. So looking at the H4 structure, you see that this is what we call the swing. Like I said before, this is the swing high, this is the swing low, this is the swing lower high, swing lower low. So all of this is substructure. Then another lower high to continue moving down bearish to this point. So this is the main reason why we should be looking for selling opportunity, or we should become sell buyers on gold coming up tomorrow, right? So guys, this is the quick analysis on gold. So we expect price to come by here because gold like to respect fantastic five. Definitely, we are going to be wait patiently for gold to come here. The reason why I put this zone because of this is a strong zone on the H4. Yeah, it's a strong zone on H4. Let's view it. Yeah, it's a very strong zone on H4 here. So market can come here, give sell entry, but the best point to sell is to wait for market to come to that H1 Quasimodo for us to sell back down bearish. So this is going to be our our setup here. So, but then if price comes here, give us entering signal, we're going to sell all the way to this point here. So it's going to be like 4%. But when price comes here, we're going to wait for more entry confirmation on the lower time frame where we can also increase our risk to reward ratio. So instead of 4%, we can come out with more than, we can come out with 7%, depending on how it's going to be, right? So this is our expectation. But if this price, this is our expectation on gold, if this price continue to drop without retracing and get to this point here, then this setup will become invalid. I don't want price to continue drop to this zone before rejecting back. If the market drop to this zone before rejecting back, definitely this setup become invalid. So now this impulse, I want correction to take place, and the correction is going to take all the way to this point before we sell, or to this point before we sell, right? So this is why I'm confident enough that when price make mistake, I repeat, when price make mistake, we're going to sell without fear or favor. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this quick analysis on gold, make sure you leave comment in the comment section, share my video. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. All right. Like I always do, I want to leave you with the quote of the day. Like I said, without devotion, there is no transformation, right? No matter what you are devoted to, it is the quality of your devotion which will transform you. Trading is not a movie. Trading is not a Hollywood movie or Nollywood movie or any movie industry where you can just watch a video and think, okay, you can explain the story the next day. Trading is all about our devotion, being devoted on the chart. They say a trend is your friend. I say the chart is your friend. Make the chart your friend. Stay devoted on the chart. Keep showing yourself every day, and you will get to understand how market move in respect to whatever strategy you are trading. All right. So I wish you all the best, guys. I wish you more peeps coming up next week. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. I remain pure heart. Main gates. Thank you, guys.